Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, we are going to be talking about episode 85, which, even though I don't have it, it basically starts off with what happened in volume 19 of the manga, which was all in last episode, and then continues to go into volume 20 of the manga, and covers about a third, as you can see, give or take a little bit. Now, this is not surprising, all things considered. It concludes the battle between Gentle Criminal, Labrava, and Deku. And honestly, it's a really good episode. The battle was well executed. All of the emotional things that happened with Labrava and Gentle were really well done. And honestly, there weren't too many differences between the manga and the anime. Really only just, holy crap, certain things just went a bit extreme. The only major difference is when Gentle is describing his life and how he tried to save somebody, but he failed. They actually made things a lot more worse. Yeah, he nearly killed somebody, and it was not good. Basically, in the actual manga, it appears like all he did was that he stopped a hero from doing his job, and the cushioning did basically nothing for the person who was actually falling. While in the anime, it actually not only stops the hero who is flying up to save the person, but it also causes the whole thing to land a little bit differently and cause some very big damage. Obviously, there was no way of telling exactly how it would have landed. Otherwise, probably would have killed the guy if he hadn't done anything. But it did cause a lot of damage, and the hero wasn't able to do his job, which is catastrophic. And that's the biggest difference, to say the least, between the anime and the manga. There is a little bit of a difference as well with just how it's animated versus how it was drawn, making the character look a lot more visible, I guess would be the right word, in the animation during certain scenes, while in the manga, they pretty much focused on the effects of what was going on. And it was still a fantastic way to actually run the anime and the manga. There are a few differences with words, but most of them are basically things that translation is always going to be slightly different. But other than that, it was fantastic. Like I expected and stated, this episode ends with Gentle surrendering, which is honestly a great place to end it, because otherwise they would have to figure out exactly, we would have to see all of the stuff that happened with taking care of all of the stuff, which really flows directly into the actual festival. Even though Midoriya is, even though they're saving Midoriya and taking in Gentle, they're also bringing Midoriya back to the school. And it all happens really fast, both in the manga and presumably in the actual anime, once that episode actually happens. Then we actually will begin the festival next episode, which honestly I'm really excited to see how they decide to go about with the festival, because there is a lot that happens in this episode. And due to the fact that the name of the actual episode is the name of the chapter in the manga, where they just do the performance, it does lead me to believe that next episode is just going to focus on the song, rather than giving all of the extra stuff that happens afterwards. However, due to the fact that that is a small portion of the actual manga, I'm willing to actually say right now that most likely it will be a bit more. What I'm currently expecting is about that much in the manga for next episode. But yeah. But if it's gonna go to the place that I would actually go to actually make things, to basically just wrap up the entire festival right away, it would probably go to about, let me make sure I get the right page, about that much, which would be quite a lot, but considering the fact that there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening soon, it would actually be a better decision to do that, so that they can basically put the rest of this volume into one episode, considering how insane things are going to get. So it would basically be, this would be the breakdown of the episodes for the next while. First off is the beginning, which is about a third. Then the festival, which again is about a third. And then starting off the conference, which we know is going to happen at least a little bit because of a certain character showing up in the actual opening, or closing, I mean, or two characters showing up in the closing. So actually having that much would make a lot of sense. And then they can actually conclude it with Volume 21, and I will be discussing that later. I'm not exactly certain. I haven't actually been counting the episodes to make sure that it's at the point where I think it is, but we will be discussing that more as we get closer to the actual season, or to the end of the season. But anyways, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the differences between the manga and the anime. There weren't too many, like I said, but I am intrigued to actually hear what you guys have to say, because this was an intense season, and with how little there is left, I would not be surprised if they actually go in full force. But anyways, guys, I have been Electro Ninja. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave a like, leave your theories and comments down in the comments below, and of course, if you are new, please subscribe and ring that notification bell. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja, and I'll see you guys next time. But on!